Oseo.
Oseo.
Changing woman's son I am. Changing woman's son I am. O eastern mountain, chief of all mountains, with your feet I walk, with your legs I walk, with your body I walk, with your mind and with your sound I walk, with the feathers on your head I walk with. They are in front of me, beautiful. They are under me, beautiful, and over me. All is beautiful. O mountain of the east, I am the one who is long life, living one. From my mouth, beauty, all beauty comes from me. I am everlasting man. Beautiful I am. All is pleasant once again. That's the invocation of December's child by the name Born for Water. This is in Navajo. So a little bit of description on that. Navajo is a Spanish name given to the people they found over there, meaning keepers of the fields. The fields they're referring to were the fruit orchards of these people, until Kit Carson came and destroyed them all and herded these people into a distant concentration camp to take their land. Since then, the people have returned to Dineta. So the name of the people is actually Diné, the people. The roots of their language is Western Turkestanic. And the people of the same name who live in that same region, the upper part of the Tarim Basin, in the area of Khotan, the very western part of the Himalayas, like that, they still are there. They are the relatives and the ancestors of the people living here in Arizona, and by the same name. Interesting that Diné is actually an Indic name, so this mixture of Indic language with the Turkish language. Very recently, reported in the Indian country today, a assorted group of Native Americans have gone to Turkey to rouse up a business venture. One of them, a Navajo woman, suddenly realized that she could quite well understand the Turkish language. So, and perhaps the people came here maybe, well, somebody said in the 19th century, 7 generations earlier. You can get a reckoning for that. So that's an idea of who these people are. Also, that there has been a study done in the relation of the Navajo and the Tibetan, where the author here has put the two together, you know, in all senses, sand paintings, symbols, language, concepts, and everything, even that both peoples live on the same latitude at the same, rather, altitude, the high plateau. So he's put together all of the relation that shows the Navajo and the Tibetans, for one. The Navajo people, known as the Naptene, that live in the region of Khotan, still weave rugs. I have one. So give you an idea who the people are, and that the people have continued, in spite of everything done over the past 400 years, with their, we'll call it, world view. And so with this same stone that we're talking about, here's the Navajo view for this stone. This stone in Navajo is called the Sky Reaching Rock. And it's part of a Sun House Chantway sand painting, where the Hatali, the chanter, he actually fashions out of clay a replica for the sand painting, like one I've put down here. The cotton on the top serves as foam for the water, meaning the water that's in the lake on the top of the Sky Reaching Rock. What it is the womb tower. And this womb tower is the emergence and birth of her son, born for water. In the Navajo custom, anyone who's Navajo will always answer their identity born for. Born for means their father's clan. So born for, some of the American translators misunderstand, and they're trying to say he is born of the water. Not quite. He's born for the water because in Navajo, the water is the, what I call it, the sperm of the sun. So you see how that he has that. And that the water sprinkler has caused the water in the lake to come up and overflow. So it's called water opening. And this water opening that I've made this to kind of symbolize that flows down and pools at the bottom of the sky reaching rock. And in that, Coyote wades in, kind of the midwife, and lifts up Born for Water. Here, he's raising, this is the gesture for Yuamka to raise up. He's raising him up to the sky beings that I've put in here, a figure of the boy in the same gesture to the rainbird for the water. So that's the way that you see that I have transferred this Celtic into the Navajo. There is a lot of various evidence in the Navajo of the Celtic. As to the question, what happened to the American Celts? It looks like they're the Navajo. There are many things that the whole ancient Celtic pantheon is totally there in the Navajo. It still has survived no matter what. And certain words and expression that are decidedly Celtic. So that's how they're interpreting all of this. Also, the turquoise. The turquoise is also the sun. And the sound of turquoise is so. And here I have in this, my illustration here, this is a turquoise stone in the shape of a man. And I've adopted this from the Chantway for Sun's house. So it's a little awkward. And yeah, hey, hey! Now, born for water, from the water opening, the live turquoise exists in my body, and monsters in vain attack me. In a dangerous spot you travel, in a dangerous world you are traveling. Now, born for water I am as I go about. From the water opening, I am he who goes about. A live turquoise in my body exists as I go about. So now, emergence from its very rim I come. Hey, 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 hey. Now, first woman's home from the center of its room I come. Hey, 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 hey. A home tapered up from its center upon itself has returned. Hey, 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 hey. So now, from below the emergence place, he lifts me up. Hey, hey, therefore, with me, he upholds. His magic with me, he upholds. His magic with me, he upholds. From below the emergence, he upholds with me. Hey, 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 hey.